long division of polynomials, and we are going to have a look at an example here whereby we have y cubed minus b cubed divided by, so this we divide by y minus b, and we have to solve this by use of the long division. Now before we even solve, let's just do quite a very simple example on division of on using the long division. Let's say, for example, we have like let's say it's 48, and then we want to divide by something like 4. If you are doing this division, remember you start by you have this 4, and then you start with the first number there. Then you ask yourself if this one is divisible by that one, and how many times can it multiply that number, right? So 4 and the 4, we can say it's just once, and then if we multiply 1 by 4, we get a 4. If we subtract, that one ends, and then we have to draw this 8, right? And then just the same way, how many times can we multiply 4 to get 8? It's 2 times, and then we get an 8, and we are finished. We are done, and you get your answer is 12. So just basically almost the same idea you are going to use or to apply in solving this polynomial by use of the long division. So the way we solve this, that's a method that's called the long division. So we are going to apply the same method in solving this polynomial. So we are going to have these two polynomials be like this, whereby we have one inside and then there is one outside. So it's y cubed minus b cubed. Okay, let me write it down a bit. So we have y cubed minus b cubed, and then into y minus b. Just see, it's just the same. It's only that we have y's and b's, right? Now in solving these polynomials, the way you normally do it is you check the two of them, and then from the two of them you have to identify the term that has the highest power, right? So the first term here is y in the first one, the polynomial that is outside the division sign. Now the other one is y cubed, so we can't go to b because the two terms must match, you know. So we have a y and the other one is y cubed. So between the two of them, you ask yourself, which of the two has the highest power? So it's y cubed, right? So if it's y cubed, then now the next question is you ask yourself, what can you multiply with y to get y cubed, right? You saw what we did here for 48. We asked ourselves, what do we multiply by 4 to get a 4? This 4, right? And then we said it's 1, and then when we multiply 1 by 4, we get a 4. So just the same concept, only that here we go term by term, and that's why we started with y, and we have a y cubed inside. So what do we multiply by y, which is outside, to get a y cubed, which is inside, and it's a y squared? You can only multiply by y squared to get y cubed. So now, after knowing what you have to multiply by, now the next step is to get your y squared, and you have to multiply by all the polynomial that is outside, y minus b, term by term. Y squared multiplied by y, we get a y cubed, right? And then y squared multiplied by a minus b, we get a minus y squared b. And then y cubed and y cubed, you can only subtract for us to get a 0. So that one ends, and therefore we remain with minus b cubed, and then we have this minus, so it becomes a plus. y squared b, right? Now, from there, the outside polynomial is y minus b till it remains the same. But now our new polynomial is minus b cubed plus y squared b. The two of them, b cubed and y squared b, all of them have something in common, which is b, right? So, which is, and then, now, since they are common, so we can decide to go by the b and ask ourselves, between the b, which is from outside there, the y minus b, and minus b cubed plus y squared b, which one has the highest power? It's a b cubed, right? So if it's a b cubed, then the next question is, what do we multiply this b, which is outside there, the y minus b, what do we multiply that b, what do we multiply with to get a b cubed, which is down here? And we have to multiply by a b squared, right? Okay, now since we need the minus b cubed, then it means our b squared should be plus b squared, because we have a negative here, the y minus b. Okay, now from there again, we have to multiply everything that is outside the y minus b by b squared. Up there, you just go, you just multiply with the term that you've gotten at the moment, and then you multiply by whatever is outside our division sign. Now, so we have a b squared, and then we have to multiply by y, and again b squared multiplied by minus b, right? Now, since I want to match these terms well, then I'm going to start with a b squared multiplied by a minus b, so that here I'll have a minus b cubed, because I don't want to start again rearranging. If I start with b squared multiplied by y, it means at some point I have to rearrange so that the b cubed are well aligned, right? Okay, so I've started with a b squared minus multiplied by minus b, which is minus b cubed, and then plus, I have a plus b cubed, then multiplied by y. There I'll have b squared, not cubed. And then what is the next step? The next step is I have to minus, to subtract, because the b cubed and the b cubed, I want to get a 0 from there, right? So we have to subtract, because a minus b, and if we introduce a negative sign, minus, and we have another minus b cubed, then the minus and the minus changes to a plus, and therefore minus b cubed, then plus b cubed, you get a 0. So that one is finished. And then here we have a y squared b minus y b squared. You've seen where the negative sign is coming from. Okay, now the next step is, now we have y minus b, and we have y squared b, and then minus y b squared. All right, so we have a y squared b, and we have a y and then b squared. So we have to be very keen and evaluate very well, because we want to know what are we going to multiply with y minus b. And from y squared b and y b squared, the one that has the highest power, they are the two of them. We have the y squared and again b squared. All right, okay, so from the two, we are going to get the y and the b, and therefore we'll multiply the y minus b by yb. And we have to make sure that after multiplying those two, we get what we want. So here we are going to introduce plus yb. Let's see, yb multiplied by y, we get a y squared, right? Y squared b. And we have a y b multiplied by minus b, we get a negative y b squared. Is that what we want? Yes. So y b multiplied by y, we have y squared b, and then minus y b squared. We can subtract, this one get finished and the other one gets finished, because y squared b minus y squared b is finished, and then minus yb squared minus minus, so the negative and the negative changes to a positive sign, and therefore is minus yb squared plus yb squared, and you get a 0. So it's finished, and therefore your answer is this one, y squared plus b squared plus yb. You can multiply this and the y minus b and confirm whether the answer is y cubed minus b cubed. And yeah, that's how to solve polynomials, the division of polynomials by use of the long division method. Yeah, so kindly subscribe, like, comment, and share. And yeah, till next time, bye. Thanks.